that's in the studio is the guy who jumps on the jet with Ron Bennington and friends, headed for Tallahassee today. Comedian Jimmy Schubert is here this morning. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good to have you guys on.
Tomorrow, 4:30, is it? Or no, Saturday? Yeah, it's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow, Saturday, 4:30, Barnacle Bills will be appearing on it on North Monroe.
What are we doing there?
Saying hey, eating some shrimp,
Now,
broadcasting live with Chaz.
the autoerotic Chaz will be there. Yeah.
What's autoerotic mean?
That means she's all fired up. It's almost like a hermaphrodite, but without the reproductive part.
Wow. I never heard of that. I never heard of that one.
Hey.
I thought autoerotic meant you like to do it in the car.
Good.
In that case, I'm very autoerotic. Hey, honey, what do you say we just sit in the back seat for a while and talk?
So we're talking about, Jimmy, this 63-year-old woman who just gave birth. And you heard this whole thing, right?
Yeah, I've been keeping close tabs on this one.
Good.
A frozen egg and the sperm from the egg of her daughter who died of cancer.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it. Why would she want to do that? 63 years old. I mean, what's she going to... although, you could save a lot of time changing both diapers at the same time. It needs to be changed. So do I.
Maybe thinking the kid is almost like a mother and daughter 69 going on with the diapers. You're changing each other. Kind of a mother and child reunion, if you will.
She just, it's kind of like that cloning thing. That's why the general public cannot have access to cloning.
Right.
That's what I told my mom. I said, I'm not going to have, I'm not going to have kids. I'm just going to have myself cloned. That way I could take care of myself when I'm 63. My mom said, please don't do that. That'll be 2 years asking me for money.
True. That's very, very true.
What do you think? Should there be like a law that you got to stop having babies at a certain age?
No, I'm not for any laws, but certainly it's a general, common sense thing.
See, that's the problem. We got to make up laws just to cover common sense.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing.
Because people are too stupid
People are stupid.
to figure it out themselves. Angelica, you're on the Runner Ron show.
Hey, Angelica.
Hey,
Hey,
What do you have for us?
I have a correction for you.
sure, I wish you would.
Maury Povich and Connie Chung do have a child.
They named it Maury on the balls.
No.
What is that? She got pregnant? I didn't think she was ever able to do that.
They adopted a little boy who is about 2 now.
I don't think that you should ever be able to say that your adopted child is yours. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
You should never be able to say, oh, they have a baby now. No, they don't. They bought one.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, too.
They received a baby.
Yeah. The people having, get this woman getting artificially inseminated at her age, when there's plenty of children out there, if you wanted to adopt, that you could take them out of these foster homes and stuff.
She wanted a white kid.
Or you can go for an older white kid, like 13.
Oh, yeah, see, nobody wants that after they're already ruined.
They don't want the older ones.
I'm not adopting a shoplifter. Let's get that straight.
Hey, look at all the money you save on groceries.
That could be a good thing. But now you got to...
I want to get one of them little Margaret Cho babies.
Really?
Oh, Oriana ones.
Yeah.
Coming in around 15.
You have plans for that.
That's right. He's got that Woody Allen angle on this one.
Hey, let me tell you something. If there's anyone I relate to right now, it's Woody Allen.
Soon ye.
See, that was Woody's, that's where he played it smart. They never adopted that girl.
Wasn't she adopted?
She wasn't Woody's kid,
She was adopted by the mother.
by Mia Farrow.
Oh, that's
He
right.
didn't have anything to do with that part of it.
I
He
know.
played it smart because he saw some potential there.
He saw it as a garden, an oriental garden that Mia was planting. But you can't blame Woody. I hear you're married to Mia Farrow. Who's her best shoes are going to buy?
Mm-hmm.
Here's Sun Yi walking around with a half shirt and a pair of panties on around the house.
Hello.
It's going to start and get to you after a while.
Sure it
Oh,
is.
isn't
Yeah,
it
but
being
really,
here?
She just thinks you're so smart. You know everything.
You're so funny, Sada.
But you know as well as I do with those Oriental women, an hour and a half after you make love to them, you're horny again.
Sure, well, hey, that's why they got 2 sisters there, well, however many.
Now, how about us as far as going around the room here? My folks actually, my mom and dad, didn't think, they kept trying to have a kid. They almost gave up, figured it wasn't happening, and then all of a sudden when Dad was 30, I popped out. And 30 is like a little old when you start trying when you're, 18 or 20. That's a long time.
Yeah.
And they still feel like they have no son.
Sure they do. How about you? Mom and Dad?
I have 5 brothers, 6 boys and 1
Yeah,
girl.
we're Catholics.
That's right.
That's a good thing.
My mom does.
Catholics can have kids.
That's right. Very virile women.
What was
You shake hands with a Catholic woman, she gets pregnant.
What was the oldest
And if
your
she's a
mom?
Catholic Mexican woman, forget about it.
That's what she told you, Jimmy. There's something else happening there, though.
What was the oldest that your mom was when...
We were all out before she was 25. Okay.
All right.
Everybody out.
That's right.
Out of the pool.
30 seemed old to me.
My mom got married in her school uniform.
That is so romantic.
Notre Dame High School. She's wearing saddle shoes in her wedding pictures. It's not nothing I'm proud of, but still it worked out, didn't it?
And it's healthy. It's healthy because Mom had lots of energy.
Yeah, sure she did. She can fight for you, whatever you needed.
Sure. The 63-year-old
Someone
woman.
to smoke with, not some elderly woman.
Yeah.
And then, your real mom is already dead anyways. This is your grandmother. That's my thing because of this egg situation. It's all so freaky.
Hey, you're coming in with a 1 strike against you already.
Now, Margaret, you're on the Ron Ron Show.
Hey, guys. How you doing today?
Good.
I just wanted to say that I am the 8th baby of my mother's, and she had me at 44.
Really?
Oh.
God.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. In
You a waterhead?
elementary school, my sister would come and pick me up, and they thought it was my mother. My mother would pick me up. They thought it was my grandmother. So it was weird.
Wow.
Pretty weird. She wasn't as, informative to me as she was my older sisters.
All right. Now, let me see if I can ask you about this. Now, she was 44.
Right.
Did she have a lot of energy chasing you around the house, or?
Well, having older, the next closest one to me was 5.
See, that's the beauty.
And
And the
then
other kids
Jeff,
raise
6
you.
and 7,
The mother
so
just says,
she had
hey,
other ones.
raise that girl.
Yeah.
I'm making lunch. You walk the kid. You talk to him. Tell him things.
Right. Pretty much it was like that. My older sisters did a lot of things that,
All right. What do they look like?
she had help.
Oh, they're retired now.
See, I'm thinking you're 44. You're going to be pretty exhausted chasing the kids. But this woman here is 63.
That's just sick.
She's almost
kidding.
20 years older.
And, this woman's, her mother did it naturally.
Yeah.
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 Well, and the only person the 63-year-old has around to help her is the 80-year-old grandmother, her mom.
Well, they could hire
Right.
a nurse for the 2 of them.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have 3 kids, and sometimes I can't handle it.
You know who ended up
And I'm
playing?
only 38.
I know, it's really hard, and I'm saying that as a guy, which is like 1/90th. No matter how hard you try, you can't keep up like a woman can keep up. They care about things. But you know who paid for this birth?
No.
For this 63-year-old woman? Hospice. They were there on hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, why?
They brought in a bed and everything.
They're really doing good work.
They're wonderful. They really are. And don't call a hospital if anything happens. Just let it go out, let nature do.
Well, now the kid isn't, they're not going to be a lot of peers for the 63-year-old mother. She's not going to have a lot of friends that also have kids her age. All her buddies.
Her bridge party?
Right.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't have to worry about at that age. There's a lot of peer pressure.
Right.
You have to give you 80, less peer pressure.
Well, her friends are making fun of her because she can't go on the bus trip to St. Augustine with everybody else.
Right. And she doesn't even live near the ocean.
27 after. The Ron and Ron Radio Network.